Living every day in your head for free. You can tap away, but I will not. What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. The brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. And we feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway.
Welcome to the Throttle Up Racing Network tonight with the SERL Superspeedway Series. Tonight we're at the iRacing Superspeedway to get ready to go into qualifying. Blake Giglio top of the board, Dylan Falovich, Christopher Howell, Dylan Redding top 4, Kyle Mays top 5 on speed. Dylan Redding, first one out of the pits. Dylan Falovich in there as well. Tony Brennan, the number 65, he gets up to speed. That's Tyler Humphrey in the number 94. Blake Giglio, SERL Cup Series champion, he joins tonight in the number 16 to come Super Speedway racing. And Bobby Mays, the number 5, he's getting up to speed. Nick Olson, number 75. Nick Kolakowski in the number 26. Everybody's still on their getting up to speed lap. Dave Wright in the 84. Number 6, Mark Shavers. He's coming around 1 and 2 on his first lap. George Jewell in the 07. He's getting up to speed as he's coming across the line. Tony Brennan, number 65. Top speed right now. Dylan Redding will move up to first in the number 11. Derek Chaput, third quickest. Joseph Wright in the number 82. Third quickest, Blake. Ninth quickest, he's trying to get a fast second lap. Logan Hager with the number 7, he's getting up to speed. Larry Dickerson in the number 2. Interesting looking paint scheme tonight for the number 2 of Larry Dickerson. TJ Floyd's Dylan Redding with the top time right now. Mark Shavers, second quickest. George Jewell move up to the top of the board. Blake Giglio ends up 8th quickest. Dave Wright in 10th. Kind of run in the middle of the lane. See if he moves down to the bottom. Doesn't quite get all the way to the bottom, but almost there. Number 18 of Dylan Bryant. He'll start his first lap. Kyle Mays in the 55. He's won a few poles this season. He's pulling off track. Christopher Howell now gets up to speeds. We're almost halfway through the qualifying period. There's Kyle Mays. He's up on the top line, a different approach from what we just saw Christopher Howell doing down on the bottom. Larry Dickerson, 16th quickest on his first lap. He'll move up to 9th quickest there. See where Dylan Bryant qualifies on his second lap here. This one should be quicker. Twelfth quickest for Bryant. Kyle Mays on his first lap. 19th quickest. Christopher Howell was 16th quickest. First time around. Christopher Howell on his second lap. He'll come across the line. 6th quickest for Christopher Howell. Kyle Mays on his second lap moves up. 5th quickest for Kyle Mays. Sylvan Seguin, he'll start his first lap in the number 66. Colin Willems to the top of the board. Sylvan Seguin coming around to start his first lap. '20th quickest on the first lap for the 66. Dylan Falovich pulls out onto the track. See where the 66 comes around. Moves up to on his second time around. Seguin, 12th quickest. Falovich still running the high line. We've got 21 cars that have qualified. 5 yet to qualify. Falovich going to head back down the pit lane as we are closing in on the end of the qualifying session. Looks like Colin Willems will be top of the board. Number 17. Second, George Jewell. Third, Dylan Redding. Fourth, Mark Shavers. Fifth, Joseph Wright. Sixth, Kyle Mays. Seventh, Tony Brennan. Eighth, Christopher Howell. Ninth is Bobby Mays. And rounding out the top 10, Logan Hagerman. We're getting ready to go through the field. We'll wait for some of these cars to load in. $50 laps here today at the iRacing Superspeedway. Starting from your pole position, be the number 17 of Colin Willems. In second will be George Jewell in the 07. Rolling off third will be Dylan Redding. Fourth, Mark Shavers, the number 6. Fifth, Joseph Wright in the number 82. Rolling off in the 6th position is Kyle Mays in the 55. Tony Brennan going to start 6th or 7th position tonight. Christopher Howell in 8th position in the number 8. 9th will be Bobby Mays. And 10th will be Logan Hagerman. As we go through the rest of the grid. 11th, Mick Olafson. 12th, Sylvan Seguin. 13th, Larry Dickerson. 14th, Blake Giglio. 15th, Jarek Chaput. 16th, Dylan Bryant. 17th, TJ Floyd. Dave Wright will start 18th position tonight. James Kunkel will start 19th. 20th, Nick Kolakowski in the number 26 and 20th. Will Witt will start 21st position. 22nd will be Tyler Humphrey. 23rd, Casey Herring. Starting 24th will be Dylan Falovich. And then 25th will be Justin Lumpkin. And rounding out the field will be William Fletcher. Take a look at tonight's race info. 2.95 miles. Track temps 116 degrees, so may be difficult to find grip. We know it's kind of hard as they head down into turn 1. Car likes to shoot to the right. When we go green, Colin Willems will lead us off. He'll have to wait for the green flag. Green flag is out for Colin Willems. Two by two behind the leader. Leader gets out. Oh, a wreck already on lap 1. Several cars around the 65, the 55, 07. Oh, not sure if the 07 realized that they were 3 wide. I think that's who that is up on the 3rd lane. Yeah, 07 just keeps coming down. I don't think he realized they were 3 wide there. Comes right across the nose of the 6. Several cars already involved in turn 1 crash. The 07 with a lot of damage. Several other cars involved. 94, Tyler Humphrey. Blake Giglio may have made it through. with minimal damage. Looks like some spoiler damage on the back. Casey Herring able to make it through on the bottom. 65 there, a lot of damage though. Kyle Mays, the whole deck lid gone off that car. Colin Williams still your leader. Dylan Redding out second. Christopher Howell come down the pit lane. He's got some nose damage. Sylvan Seguin in with Blake Giglio. He's getting some of that rear end damage repaired. 49 slides past his pit. It looks like he'll have to back up. Stuck against the wall. Tyler Humphrey back out there with all that nose damage. We'll get ready to go green once again. Everyone getting double file. A lot of cars still trying to catch the pace car. Catch the field. DJ Floyd, he's back out there. Back on the back stretch. So far, we've made it half a straightaway. I already had one caution. Getting ready to go back green lap 4. Already had that first caution. We'll see if we can get some green flag racing. Green flag. That time Dylan Redding with a great restart. Logan Hagerman right behind him. Field spread out quite a bit right there. Everybody trying to get pulled back up into the pack. Christopher Howe got as much of that damage repaired as he could, but still got quite a bit. Mick Olson in the 75. He's trying to get caught back up. Some of these guys that have damage, like Tyler Humphrey and Christopher Howe, they're able to keep up with the field. They're actually passing the two there on the bottom. '55 of Kyle Mays. He had to use that fast repair. Everyone just taking their time at this point. Dylan Redding in second. Logan Hagerman third. Trying to catch Colin Willems. Looks like he may go for a bump draft. Mick Olson and Christopher Howe side by side racing. TJ Floyd, he's leading the second group right now in the battle for 14th. Casey Herring right there with him and Dylan Falovich. All three of these drivers right here in the Cup Series for the SERL. Blake Giglio coming up through. He's following Casey Herring and Dylan Falovich on the high lane. Oh, the 8 looked like he got sideways there, but he's able to save it. Christopher Howe stuck up on the high lane. There goes Justin Lumpkin down on the low side. Bobby Mays in the 5 right behind these guys trying to keep up. Casey Herring and Falovich, they've gained 10 positions from the start, moving their way through the field, but they've got a long gap to go in front of the 49. They're going to have to try and catch up. Tail end of this next pack, Tyler Humphrey still with that front end damage. Kyle Mays right in front of him, 3-car pack trying to run down the front runners. Dylan Redding up to 4th. James Kunkel's gained 16 positions to put him into 3rd. Logan Hagerman's in 2nd. There goes Dave Wright to the high lane around Dylan Redding. Can't quite get around, stuck on the high lane. They're losing time on the top 3. They're starting to pull away. 0.6 of a second now, back to 4th position. Dylan Redding trying his best. He has caught the top 3 again. Dave Wright right behind him. A 6-car pack in the front. Tyler Humphrey right behind Kyle Mays, trying to catch up to this group that's ahead of him. He's right there. He's in the draft. And then it is a big difference back to Casey Herring in this group back here. Herring getting pushed by Falovich as they are trying to run down the lead group, but they have a long way to go. The 49 of Floyd right there with these guys. See the 12 get a little tight on entry, shoots up the track. And these 5 are actually gapping the 16 of Blake Giglio. A little bit of rear end damage, maybe enough to make him fall off. 3 cars right behind him, though. We'll see if he can get hooked up with this group to try and catch back up to Casey Herring and Dylan Falovich. Nick Kulikowski in this group as well. He's gained 6 positions from the green flag. Dylan Bryant, he's on the back of this group, trying to push forward. Oh! Herring gets loose up into the outside wall. He and Falovich made contact. Right here, coming across the line. See the 22 and the 12 get loose from just trying to bump draft so hard. They will be able to catch this pack back. They're actually pulling ahead of the group behind. 4-pack of cars trying to reel them back in. We got some green flag pit stops going on. That'll put Sylvan Seguin up in the lead. James Kunkel, Colin Willems, Logan Hagerman, Dylan Redding all down the pit lane. Sylvan Seguin out there by himself right now. Second is Nick Kulikowski, back with this group that we were showing a minute ago. Two good round. That's TJ Floyd and Dylan Bryant. We'll see when they choose to pit. They all topped off in that last round. But there goes Nick Kulikowski down the pit lane. We'll see if he gets down to speed. He may have sped through there. Bobby Mays will come along with him, as well as Nick Shavers. TJ Floyd's in second. Sylvan Seguin, he's still out in the lead, but everyone's really starting to reel him in. He's out there by himself. Oh, a big bump as he goes down into the pit lane for Sylvan Seguin. Dylan Bryant, Casey Herring, Dylan Falovich. First, second, and third right now. We'll see when they have to pit. It's going to be soon. Tony Brennan, TJ Floyd, Christopher Howell down pit lane. Here comes these three. Casey gets in a little quicker. Oh, you see him lock it up, so I don't know if he made pit road speed or not. We'll see where everyone works out here. Logan Hagerman up to 10th. We'll see if he can get around some of these guys that just come out or are still in the pit lane. Dylan Redding trying to catch his draft. Redding will go around Hagerman. Sylvan Seguin right along with him. Hagerman back to 8th. Right behind them, Dylan Bryant has caught this next group. Tyler Humphrey, he took the faster pair. No more nose damage. TJ Floyd's right behind him. Kolakowski, I think he had a pit speeding penalty, so he's out there in 19th. The 8 of Christopher Howell back down the pit lane. Not sure what's happened to him. Chose to come get the faster pair. Halfway through this one, Blake Giglio in 12th positions. He reels in TJ Floyd. Everyone's spread out all around the racetrack. Tyler Humphrey, he's in the top 10, but he's got about 2 seconds to try and catch this 4 or 5 pack of drivers in front of him. They are trying their best to reel him in. Logan Hagerman right in the middle of this pack. He's 7th position. They have reeled in the 2 and the 12. The 22 and the 12. Excuse me, they're a couple laps down. They are up in the high lane letting these guys pass down low, but Hagerman choosing to follow the 22. Three wide right there. This track definitely wide enough. You can get 3 or 4 or 5 wide sometimes through these corners. Up front, James Kunkel in the lead. Colin Willems second. Derek Chaput in third. 4th place, Dave Wright. They're all just riding in a line up front. Dylan Redding's in 5th. 6 spots, Dylan Bryant. 7th position, Will Witt. In 8th, Sylvan Seguin. 9th, Logan Hagerman right behind. So you actually lost quite a bit of time by trying to run that 3rd lane and get behind Casey Herring. TJ Floyd, he's the car that's in 11th. All these other guys are at least 1 or 2 laps down. You can see on the track map, this track 3 miles long, but everyone spread so far around. Justin Lumpkin is up to 12th position. He and Blake Giglio trying to work together to catch the cars in front of them, but they are way behind everyone else. A half a lap down to the leader right now. So they would need a caution to have any type of a chance. Tony Brennan is 65. He's 3/4 of a lap down. Trying his best to stay on the lap. He and Bobby Mays. Those two are the last cars on the lead lap. George Jewell, the first car lap down. If we do get a caution, he would get the free pass. 82, Joseph Wright, he's 7 laps down. And Kyle Mays is 5 laps down. Everyone just running in a straight line right now, trying to catch the groups in front of them. This group right here is 9 seconds, over 9 seconds off the lead. Led by Dylan Redding in the number 11. You can tell Redding, every time he sees a car, is trying to catch the draft from that car in front. You see the yellow car. He's just going wherever he can try and gain speed. One caution early in the race. Has been green ever since. That caused a lot of people to spread out as we had several damaged race cars. This pack continuing to lose time on the leaders. And there's our leaders: James Kunkel, Derek Chaput, Colin Willems, Dave Wright. And you can see the difference back to where Dylan Redding is. 10 seconds right now back to Dylan Redding. 9.5, that is. And these guys not reeling them in. Need a few more cars to get in the group. The next pack is a few seconds behind them. It includes TJ Floyd, the 49. Will Witts back here in the 35. The 22 and the 12, they're both at least 1 lap down. I think Falovich is 2 laps down. And Logan Hagerman in the number 7. Justin Lumpkin and Blake Giglio, the first takers on pit lane. And they both got to lock it up. They're trying to gain as much time as they can. We'll see what the strategy is, if they take 2 tires, 4 tires, or fuel only. At least 2 tires for the 4. Justin Lumpkin. Right sides only for the 4. We'll see what Blake Giglio takes. Also right sides, those two working together. And they will lose a lap right there, but everybody else is going to have to pit in the next few laps. See if these two can gain any type of time on the pit sequence. Top 4 now in. James Kunkel, Derek Chaput, Colin Willems, Dave Wright all down the pit lane. The lead now, Dylan Bryant, the 18. Out there with him, Sylvan Seguin, then way back to TJ Floyd. Everyone else has pitted. Tony Brennan's still out, but he's a lap down. Actually, he's tail end of the lead lap. TJ Floyd now the only car not on the pit lane. There goes the 12 sideways. Can he save it? Wow, a huge save from the 12 of Dylan Falovich. Incredible driving. Dylan Bryant, Sylvan Seguin, both down the pit lane. There's Dylan Bryant. There's the 66 of Seguin. TJ Floyd, the only car yet to pit. We'll see how long Floyd chooses to stay out. There he dips in the pit lane. He and the 26 will go together. Casey Herring has stayed out. He's out there by himself. Tail end of the lead lap right now. Tyler Humphrey in the 94, he's 1 lap down. Everyone's on different laps. It's kind of hard to keep up. Several cars a lap down. It's just rare to see on a track this size. Only 8 laps remain. A little blink out there for the 18. In the lead, it's James Kunkel, Derek Chaput, and Dave Wright. There's Dave Wright in 3rd position. 3 seconds behind Kunkel and Chaput. Now Casey Herring does have to dive down the pit lane. Caution on the speedway. The 37 goes around. And he's down in the pit lane. Or down off into the grass. Oh, Larry Dickerson, a little touch to the 37. Derek Chaput will go around. You know, you hate to see it. Guy up front gets spun and hits the inside wall. Quite a bit of nose damage to that race car. And that will put him towards the back, 'cause he's going to have some damage he's going to have to go in and repair. This is what a lot of guys needed. This may shuffle the field up quite a bit, as everyone will get caught up to the leader. Right now it's James Kunkel. And if the 22 could have just stayed out, but he may get the free pass here. We'll see. He's the first car lap down. James Kunkel, the leader. Dave Wright in second. Third place is Colin Willems. Fourth, Dylan Bryant. He's going to head down the pit lane. Fifth, Derek Chaput. Let's see. He'll go down, try and get some repairs. So that'll reset. Dylan Redding will move up to fourth. Logan Hagerman up to fifth position. Looks like Tyler Humphrey is going to be the free pass car. So Tyler Humphrey back on the lead lap. We're only going to have about 2 or 3 to go. Once we get back green flag racing, this is only the second caution of the night. Up front, James Kunkel is our leader. Dave Wright second, Colin Willems third, Dylan Redding fourth, Logan Hagerman fifth, Dylan Bryan in the sixth position, Derek Chaput in seventh, TJ Floyd in eighth position, Silva's Gwynn ninth. In 10th will be Blake Giglio. Justin Lumpkin in 11th, Bobby Mays in 12th position. 13th is Tony Brennan, and rounding out the cars on the lead lap is Tyler Humphrey to come in and get his service. Cars starting to get 2 by 2. Trying to get set on where they need to be. We'll come around to 3 to go and the green flag. Get ready for the green flag. Like Sylvan Seguin going to come down the pit lane. We will go green. James Kunkel out front. 17, Colin Willems trying to go with him. Dave Wright will jump down into the 3rd place. See if anybody can get around him. Hagerman's going to try. Here comes TJ Floyd on the high line. For Justin Lumpkin. Very fast. Oh, they're down on to the apron. The 5 of Bobby Mays comes up the track, but everyone able to avoid trouble. James Kunkel still out front. Colin Willems in 2nd. There goes the 4 to the high line. Trying to go around the 84. Blake Giglio with a big push. All the way through the corner. He's going to get him sideways. They're going to have to let out, and that's going to kill their chances. They'll come down to 1 to go now. James Kunkel out front. Colin Willems in 2nd. Will somebody make the move? Nobody's going to make a move. Here comes Colin Willems of the high line. They're going to be sideways by side across the line. James Kunkel's going to get the win, though. Colin Willems 2nd. Logan Hagerman in 3rd. Derek Chaput will finish in the 4th position with TJ Floyd in 5th. So James Kunkel, your winner. We'll see if we can see a burnout. Not going to see one, doesn't look like. All right, so James Kunkel will be your winner. Let's see if we can get a word with Logan Hagerman, our 3rd place finisher. Hey, Logan, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
I got you, Dakota. How are you?
Hey, doing good. How are you tonight, man? You had a good run.
Yeah, it was a good run. I did have some damage though at the start. Lap 1, I got in the back of Larry. I got some damage. And then under the first green flag pit stop, Dylan got into me on the pit road, had some more damage. And I was really off the pace there for the first half of the race. And then the second pit stop, I went and used my fast repair, and then I was back on pace, and then I was able to finish off at the top 3.
Yeah, what was the difference between you getting up there and getting a win tonight? Looks like there just wasn't anybody to go with you there at the end.
Yeah, I had the pace, but I just didn't have anybody close enough to push me at the end there, so I wasn't able to pull out and make a run for the win. But I'm fine with top 3. I'm happy with that. It was a good race.
All right, you got anybody you'd like to thank tonight, Logan?
Yeah, I got to thank Grandma Hegerman. I got to thank you up in the booth for the job you do. I got to thank Cody. I know he's watching. He's upset he's not racing. Just got to thank everybody in the league. It's been fun. I got to thank Larry. Larry had a bad race out there, but he'll get it next week.
All right, Logan. Well, you have a good one, a great race, and a good finish.
Thank you.